Good afternoon, everybody. Guess what time it is? It's time for Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And boy, it's a little gloomy day today. It's Wednesday on the 25th of November, everybody. It's Black Wednesday when everybody's deciding to go out the night before Thanksgiving. You guys remember when you guys were kids? It was the biggest bar night of the year. People would go out the night before Thanksgiving. No one had to work the next day on Thanksgiving. All the rock clubs, all the discos, all the places would be completely slammed. And Black Wednesday, that's what it is today. Welcome to Ocean Spit, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day. And every show is dedicated to the first responders, every single one of them. But mostly, it's dedicated to people like you that take the initiative and watch the show every day. Now, check the website TonyOceanMusic.com. Call us to book a show 847-769-8609. That's 847-769-8609. Now, folks, every show is brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. And when you save more energy, you save more money, folks. 630-345-2964. Call Caesar. Tell him Tony O sent you. Let's go down the line to Trico Hair Experts. Guys, get new hair. You can do it. Bring it back. Forget the comb over. Forget the hat. Forget the sprays. Horrible. If I only knew now what I knew then. If I didn't know then, never mind. Anyway, folks, Trico, they're out of Rosemont, Illinois. Give Anthony and Carmela a call at 773-999-7888. And it's that time, folks, to start the show.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Good afternoon, everybody. And hey, welcome to Ocean's Pit, everybody. It's Wednesday, the 25th of November. We got a great show lined up for you guys today. A lot of good things to talk about. Um, Tonight, we will be at Chicago. Tonight we will be at Rosario's in Roselle. Great pizza, great food. Everybody's going out tonight, folks. Who Why stay home? It's a day nobody goes to work tomorrow. So we'll be there at 7:30 with Ryan O'Ryan and Jeff Dubray. That's tonight. Tomorrow we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Ryan O'Ryan. And Saturday we'll be at Taverna on Division, Ryan O'Ryan, Tony Toto. That's going to be this Saturday, the 27th, folks. So thank you all for watching in today. How we all doing? Let's see. Davey Gage. Greg, how you doing, buddy? Greg Bidet, everybody, my good friend from Taverna on Division, will be there this Saturday. Also, I want to wish Greg and Jennifer Vinny happy 17th birthday today. The little Vinny turned 17 years old today. To be 17 again. I don't know. Do we want to be 17? Professor Amistad, Daryl, we'll see you on New Year's Eve, my friend. Also, December 9th, Donnie G's Ocean's Rat Pack Show. People said they don't get to see the Rat Pack Show too often. So Donnie G's was the first one that reached out to us if we were interested in doing a Rat Pack Show there. And since I haven't done a Rat Pack Show in that area, we're going to do it Saturday, December 8th. Bill Saratella as Frank Sinatra, Elliot Winbush as Sammy Davis, and yours truly as Dean Martin. Jerry Jams Renda on sound and stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a dinner package. It's a Wednesday, December 8th, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget, folks, a lot of good stuff coming up. A couple new clubs as well, folks. Let's see. On the 9th, we're going to be at Positano's in Oak Brook Terrace. That's going to be a lot of fun in Oak Brook. Love that. I've been there. I never played there, but I ate there once. Great stuff. Tavern on the Point will be there on the 15th. Folks are excited in Edison Park. That's going to be a lot of fun. Zaza's Cucina in Park Ridge will be there on the 30th of December. And the 29th, folks, my birthday party at Villaggio in Roselle. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks, on the 29th. The main event band, a lot of special guests showing up. Turning 59 this year. So it's going to be fun. New Year's Eve, of course, with Avanti Banquets in Fox River Grove. A lot of good stuff to talk about. Also, folks, we're going to be at Norton's. That's right, Norton's in Highland Park. They had us down for December 4th. There was a little mix-up, and we talked to Ron Oneski. We were supposed to be at the Speakeasy on the 11th. I got to reach out to the band today, anybody with the band that's watching, but he double booked, unfortunately, so we had to cancel us on December 11th at the Speakeasy. But we will be there on the 19th. So I had to take another gig at Norton's in Highland Park. Thank you, Richie, for being cool and because of the mix-up with Loretta Hospital. Anyway, it worked out good. Lillian, I hope you got your car back, honey. Kathy Apolito, lunchtime. Robert Provenzano, I hope you're doing well, my good friend. Kathy, how are you doing? Happy Thanksgiving, Anthony Napolitano, my good friend Bonnie and Jack. Greg, how you guys see? Richard Hamlin, second busiest bar night next to New Year's Eve. Well, it used to be, right, Richard? It used to be. We'll see what it's like this year. We'll see what it's like. It wasn't that crazy last year, even though we worked. We worked the night before Thanksgiving in 2020. We did work. Nice crowd. So we will see. Carol, how you doing? Randy G, hope you're doing well. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, folks. And we're waiting for our guest to come on. We're going to have a co-host, Mr. Leo Roth. Great guitar player, folks, for a band called the Hillbilly Rock Stars. And if you guys are an incredible band, big crowd, you do a great job. So we're waiting for once once Leo links on, we'll have him as our co-host today. So I want to thank you all for watching, everybody. Last night I had the opportunity, we're very blessed in life, folks, to have good friends, if you are, and in family. And we went, my buddy Gil and Laura, I met 4, 5, 6 years ago, whatever, at a place at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Gil and Laura have been incredible friends. And we go out once or twice a year with these guys, and of course with Rhino and Melissa. And we went to Capitol Grill last night in Rosemont. A big difference than the one in Schaumburg. I'm sorry, the one in Schaumburg just does not have the same. I don't know if it's management problems, but when I go to the one in Rosemont, it's like it's like the joint. So it was great, and they gave me a little early birthday cake, and unfortunately my wife Laura couldn't be there, of course, because she was, of course, taking care of her mom, Dee, which is doing much better. Thank you for all the prayers and that, and getting prepared and get everything ready for the 20 people we're having here for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So she couldn't come out last night. So anyway, so thank you, Gil and Laura, again. A lot of fun, folks. Windy City Tour starts March 11th. 2022 at Venice Community Center in Florida with my good buddy Greg Rini. Then the 12th and 13th will be at Joey D's in Marco Island. We got more dates to be announced. So kick it off in the Windy City boys. Greg Rini, Tony Ocean at the Venice Community Center, March of the 11th, 2022. We're excited about that. And also, if you guys, the day before, yesterday, we had Rick Lindy on. And something happened with, I don't know if it was maybe something we said or something with Facebook, but they kind of blocked our show out for that particular day. But anyway, you can see that interview full on YouTube and Twitter, the Rick Lindy interview. All right, so hopefully we'll get Leo Roth on here soon. But in the meantime, let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about some other stuff, folks. Oh, Frank Sinatra birthday party. It's going to happen, folks, at the Arcada Speakeasy. Ronald Nessi's putting something together. We'll give you all the names. I think right now I know I'm involved. I know Nick Pontarelli is involved with his band. My good buddy Bill Patel as well, folks. Bill Pantley. He's going to be involved too. It's not going to be as extravagant as we usually do. We'll be cut down a little bit, but it's going to happen Sunday, the 12th of December. Ronald Nesty presents the Frank Sinatra birthday bash. So we're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are getting ready. BJ Murray, what's up, my good buddy? Tony Toto, I will see you this Saturday at Tavern. Hope you're doing well. Let me know I can help for Frank's night with Ron. Yeah, BJ, I will reach out to him, buddy. Get ready for the big feast tomorrow. Yeah, John Faso, how you doing, Johnny? Hope you and your family are well. John, my good pal over there from Richie's in Schiller Park, great family-owned restaurant. So make sure you go check that out. All right. So we got more things to talk about here, folks. Let's go down the line. I want to just give, of course, prayers to go out to great Chicago legend J.B. Ritchie, died 2 days ago. Great blues guitar player, been around forever. The great J.B. Ritchie. Our prayers go out to the family. We lost a big legend there, folks, in the Chicagoland area. Happy anniversary to Chrissy Smith and Tom Curran, our good friend Tom Curran, of course, used to be from A La Carte Entertainment. Tommy and Chrissy up in Florida. I hope you guys, Christine, have a great time and have a great anniversary, you guys. Malcolm X's daughter, as passed away yesterday, I think. I don't know. I don't want to butcher the lady's name, but the lady's name is Melika Shabaza. She's 56 years old. She was the daughter, of course, of Malcolm X, died at the age of 56 years old. All right, folks, Chicago Bears put it out on ESPN, put it out on a lot of the social media outlets that Nagy will be fired after they play the Detroit Lions tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Some people say it's a rumor. Some say they'll never do it. It will also be the first time that the Bears have ever fired a coach mid-season. Folks, they're not going to the playoffs. They already got one quarterback, Justin Fields, hurt. They got their franchise quarterback hurt. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's got to be the point where forget about to save the season because the season's over. But to make your fans happy and your season ticket holders, fire Nagy. He's got to go. And then you got to get rid of Pace. And after you get rid of Pace, unfortunately, Mrs. McCaskey will have to step down and bring in somebody else who can run a football team. I don't know much about football, folks, but I know that. I mean, especially if you're going to bring them to Arlington Heights, you're going to want them at their best, right? You want to want them at their best. So rumor has it, Nagy will be fired the day after the Detroit Lions. Whether he wins or loses, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about that, but it should be very interesting to see what happens. All right, folks, let's talk about it. This is funny. I don't know if you guys do laundry. I'm sure you do. Some people don't. Some people do. I never did laundry before. My wife's always did that stuff, but now I do my own laundry because Laura's got so much stuff to take care of everybody's kids, our kids and everything. So I do my own, but it's funny. If you think about it, you put your laundry in, it's 20 minutes to wash, 60 minutes to dry. Then you put it in the basket, you bring it upstairs, 7 to 10 business days before you put it away. That's the worst part of the clothes. I take my clothes like Oscar Madison and I shove them in a drawer. And no folding or nothing, just shove them in a drawer. And then when I want to wear them, I pull them out. I bring the de-wrinkler, and that's what I do. Horrible. He has to go. He has never going to throw a flag. Right, Sox? One more recent in the Bears. Yeah, there you go, Richard. Thank you. Yeah, so interesting stuff about the laundry. Someone said that to me. I thought that was actually pretty funny. I don't know. I'll be waiting for Leo Roth to come on. I don't know what his holdup is, but we're trying to get Leo on. And like I said, folks, some people with this new format are having trouble getting on the page, on the show, and some people don't. So hopefully we'll have Leo Roth from the Hillbilly Rockstars should be popping in very, very shortly. All right. So in the meantime, at one time, I remember when I was a kid, did we all eat together with your family? Was it Sunday? Was it every day, 5 o'clock? Or Sunday was always with the mom and dad or with the grandparents? Hey, Dennis Finn, everybody. You know what? I got to break away from this for a second. Dennis Finn, of course, from the Needs Foundation. As he's saying right here, folks, hey, brother, birds are flying. Donations are being delivered all day. Thank you for your people and many tears. And Dennis Finn runs an organization called Needs Foundation, and he helps give people that need stuff for the holidays or need stuff in general, coats, jackets, bicycles, whatever, toys for kids. He started this in 2020. We had him on the show. Dennis is an incredible guy. So about 2-3 weeks ago, he was on the show saying, hey, I got 2 dinners that he got to give, that someone gave to him to give away for Thanksgiving dinner. And then all of a sudden, our board lit up. And I want to thank these people right now who bought dinners on the list here. Melissa Fiorino, Michelle, honey, if you're watching, thank you so much. Susan, the closer, Jambroni, thank you so much. Greg Reaney, mostly bought 3 from Florida, I'm hearing. These are the numbers I have down. Greg Reaney. Me and my wife bought one. My mother Dee bought one. Lou from Airtight Windows bought one. Kathy Hennison bought one. Kathy Ippolito from Santa Barbara, and Ray Grant. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and my good buddy Dennis Finn wants to thank you. And if you still remember, Christmas is around the corner too. So if you didn't make it to get it in time for Thanksgiving, Dennis Finn is taking some for Christmas. So we are excited about that. So I'm going to see what's going on here with Leo, and hopefully we'll get him on here. In the meantime, folks, let's take care of some stuff that we were talking about. Does families still get together for dinner? I'm not talking about holidays. I'm talking about in general. Over 25. All right. So Needs Foundation has got over 25 dinners donated and given to people who need it. So Dennis, great job to you and your staff. And thank you, everybody, from Ocean's Pit and the Tony Ocean Show who bought dinners for the family. Okay, Cheryl Scott said Leo's having major problems, can't get in. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I don't know. Usually we send out this little link and we get people on all the time. So hopefully Leo will be able to get on here somehow, some way. Leo Roth, not used to have family dinner every Sunday. Yeah, remember, Marion, we used to have dinner together every Sunday. I didn't have a big family. It was me, my mom, and my sister, and my dad. So when we got together, it was, a couple times during the week, because my dad worked nights. So no, I never. And my grandparents were all in Italy. We had a small, gatherings. We never did the fish and shit stuff for Christmas Eve. But we got together and we ate whatever it was, and whatever my mom made, you had to eat. You couldn't leave the table whether you liked it or not, And we haven't ate together as a family here right now since COVID. When everything was closed down, that was probably the best thing besides this podcast, this show, and because the show started because of COVID. We got together every day at 5:00 with the family because nobody can leave the house. Nobody was working. So we actually all got to eat dinner together, which was cool. But it doesn't happen much anymore. Once grandparents pass away, the whole thing is always all bad. And I'm really looking forward to get Leo on, man. I don't understand. I'm hoping some people I don't know, but I'm hoping we can get Leo Roth. So according to Leo Roth, says having trouble logging on, says no media servers nearby, which means that has to be on his end, unfortunately. Oh, Leo, my brother, great guitar player, great guy. And I would have loved to, because he was going to be my co-host today. I would have loved to see if he could have gave you some insight on some of these topics that we're going to talk about today. But let's hope that maybe we can still get on, folks. All right, let's take care of some of these birthdays. Celebrating birthdays, folks. Nancy Jensen, girlfriend of my good buddy Steve Hashimoto, celebrating a birthday. Nancy, happy birthday out there. How about Billy Mae Richards? Now, you might not recognize the name, but you recognize the voice. She was the voice of the Christmas TV show, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Clarice, that voice, yeah, that's her. So that was been her birthday today, actually. Jules Mills, remember Jewel? Juliet Mills used to be on the TV show The Nanny. We're going back now, some of these birthdays, folks. John Murphy, one of the great bass player, guitar players from the band Shoes from Zion, celebrates a birthday. Robert Vaughn from the TV show The Man from U.N.C.L.E. The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Great TV show, Robert Vaughn. The great Boris Karloff celebrates a birthday. #1 Frankenstein in the world. Actually, his daughter, Sarah Karloff, also celebrates a birthday on the same day as her father. So happy birthday to Boris Karloff up in heaven. And, of course, Sarah Coughlin. And, folks, let's not forget Arthur Marx, better known as Harpo. Of course, on the Marx Brothers, the one who did not speak. Danny Ramonde, how you doing, my good friend? Hope you're doing well. Marion says always pasta. Yeah, always get together for your food there. Let's see. Robin Roberts from Good Morning America celebrates a birthday this week. Pete Best, the drummer from the band, he was the original drummer for the Beatles. Pete Best, B-E-S-T. And right before they were about to make it, Brian Epstein calls him in the office and says, Pete, you're gone. And, of course, Ringo Starr became their drummer, and the rest is history. But think about this, folks. Imagine getting that call and then seeing what happened with Ringo and the Beatles after Pete Best got fired from the Beatles. Some people, I wonder how he handled that. That must have been brutal. But he would have been Pete Best is 80 years old today. Jim Yester from the original band Associations turned 62 today. My good friend Rob Wilson, my old band manager from 1313, celebrates a birthday. Robert, I'll see you at your Christmas party this year. And former Chicago White Sox and former New York Yankee Bucky Dent.
Bucky Dent. Remember that one home run that he made? And they said, Bucky Dent. It was worse, came up out of the blues. Pitched hit, came in, boom, home run. Yankees won the World Series. Bucky Dent, ladies and gentlemen, celebrates a birthday today. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Time to get another sponsor in. We are, of course, we're trying to wait, and hopefully we can get Leo Roth on. Don Esteban Cigars, folks. Give him a call. Javier over there, folks. Get those hand-rolled cigars sent right to your house. 727-366-7536. We're waiting to have Leo Roth on from the band Hillbilly Rock Stars. And like I said, Rick Lindy got on, but 2 days ago, Jerry Renda couldn't get on. I don't know what the deal is, so we're going to have to figure out something else. I'm so sorry, but I've been trying to get Leo for a whole month because he's so busy working. My apologies to Leo here. Why I would love to get him on the show, and maybe he still might be able to. Maybe try your phone. Maybe anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Okay, folks, this is Weird in History. I love this stuff. History stuff or fact stuff. It sounds so weird. President James Garfield was a president that was shot July 2nd, 1881. President Garfield was shot, but the wound did not kill him. What killed him was the doctors poking and poking around with the wound. That ended up killing him. So he did not get assassinated. The wound, of course, wounded him, obviously. And when the doctors were trying to bring him back to life and repair this wound, of course, the digging and the stuff that they weren't ready to handle that probably at the time. I mean, this is 1881, President. That's it. So, wow. James Garfield, president, gets shot, but survives the wound, but ends up dying because of the doctors fooling around and didn't know what they were doing. So that's horrible. Horrible, folks. Another part here. How about Karen Ann Quinta? Karen Ann Quinta. She accidentally overdosed. Her parents told the hospital to remove the ventilation thing so she could breathe and let her die naturally. But the hospital refused because back in 1975, if they were to remove the air to keep Karen alive, they would have been charged with homicide murder. This would have happened. This called nothing. Of course, the rules changed after 1975. But back in 75, if she was dying of a drug overdose, an accidental drug overdose, and the family said, we don't want her suffering anymore. Pull the plug. Well, I'm sorry, we can't. In 1975, they could not pull the plug. Crazy. Don Esteban Cigars, 727-366-7566, folks. Now, also find us on Twitter. We're also live. Follow us on Twitter right there, folks. Or also then, folks, follow us on YouTube. Share the page, Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. And let's get some more sponsors here, folks. Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the Great Lakes area and Elgin, folks, all over the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years, construction and diesel. Call Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550. And don't forget airtight windows, folks. Everybody looking to get new windows now that the weather's coming. The old Farmer's Almanac, said yesterday, folks, that it's going to be the coldest and longest winter we've had in years. So get those, if this is true, if this will end up being true, get these windows, man, installed. Airtight window siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. You do it right with Airtight. Call Lou at 708-788-5000. Everybody, Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, and we're trying to get the news out there, some of this new stuff that's out there and all the crazy stuff that's happening in this world, folks. It's just like one thing after another. I don't know. Another thing, you get the funeral passing you. Obviously, you have to pull over when the funeral procession is going down the street. Do people still do that? I still do it, whether I don't know the people that are dying, but you pull over when they come by. I mean, I think it's a law, or I don't know if it's a law that you have to, but I know Tony, Darry, and I will be there. Oh, thank you very much. I thought her name was Quinn. Oh, Dean, you could be right. Karen, all right, Quinn and Quinn. You're right. I think it was Quintra, though. Thank you, Dean Milano. Quiutna. So it was probably a pronunciation on that part. Anyway, Eric Todd, Dirty Hands of the Docks. Yeah. So you became, I mean, now we're, of course, everything is on delay here. So we know that everything's a little crazy here. People tuning in. Dean, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, yeah, so more stories here, folks. How about this? This is according to Black Sports Life. Black Sports Life. Will Smith, of course, the great Will Smith. What an actor he was. You know, Fresh Prince he started, then he became a action hero and a comedy actor, of course. But I guess at one particular time in his life, he went broke. And he borrowed $60,000 from a drug dealer to help him pay. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong news. He owed $10,000 in back taxes. So he had to borrow $10,000 from a drug dealer he knew to bail him out. Hey, got to do whatever you got to do to bail you out from the government. Listen, one of the worst things that can happen to you, the FBI coming to your house is one thing because they're asking questions, right? But when the IRS guy comes knocking at your door, you know you're in trouble. So Will Smith, absolutely. All right, folks, we got something here called That's Suspicious. And that's right, called That's Suspicious, folks. And let me tell you about this. According to Pfizer, wants to thank all the taxpayers because they have broke a record, folks, of $37 billion in profits last quarter. Pfizer, ladies and gentlemen. And they want a special thanks to all the 800 lobbyists for bought and paid politicians. They couldn't have done it without them. Now we're not talking about a company making money, folks, but this is their last quarter of profit, $37 billion in profit. That's suspicious, and that certainly is suspicious. Robert Provenzano said, "Look, just left State Street. Looks like a ghost town." And I can imagine, what, the day before Thanksgiving? That should be jumping like crazy. Anthony Lavorne, yes, I pull over for funeral processions. Yeah, I do too. Funeral processions, I pull over when I see them. It doesn't, but just respect to the dead. Some people don't, some people don't. So interesting stuff here. Pfizer, that's suspicious. You remember the day, guys, when we used to call the radio stations and call to request a song, whether it was Casey Kasem or WLS, and call in, be the fourth caller, request your song. And then after you request the song and they say, okay, we'll play it, then you wait for hours to hear your song, your name mentioned. Those were so cool. Just crazy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final word from Leo Roth from Hillbilly Rockstars. He still tried. He tried his phone and he tried his laptop, and it just doesn't seem like it's working, folks. So we're going to have to reschedule Leo Roth, and maybe we'll have him come to the house and talk. I think we'll have to set him up this week. Maybe, Leo, maybe we'll get you here this Friday. Come to the house this Friday, Leo. What do you think? Friday, to the house. Oh, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Anyway, sorry for everybody who's tuning in to trying to Leo Roth from the Hillbilly Rockstars. Yeah, so remember you used to call in. Albert, how you doing, buddy? Oh, somebody has to be buying stuff. Yeah. I got a buddy of mine, Mikey, who works for UPS, and I'm going to try to get him on the show in December because I want him as a driver for UPS to let people know what to expect this year with packages and things that you order for Christmas. And, people know, some people say Amazon, you'll be waiting forever for stuff. Some people say you're going to get it on time. So I'm not quite sure if that's happening. We're going to have my buddy Mikey on, and he's going to give us some information on that, which could be very, very useful. That's for sure. Dunkin' Donuts has a sign when you walk in. Now, mostly all small businesses and restaurants are understaffed. We know that already. But Dunkin' Donuts has a cool sign that says, "We are short-staffed. Please be patient. If you run out of patience, grab an application." Unfortunately, that's what's going on. This is Dunkin' Donuts, and you see these signs everywhere. It's most of these restaurants and small establishments and what's going on right now. This is the stuff that you see all the time over here, and let's hope for the best. Hey, I got this. Albert, you're watching. Any Beatle fans watching right now? This is pretty cool. Jay Leno is going to play Ed Sullivan in the brand. They're putting out a movie called The Midas Man, which everything he touches turning to gold. We're talking about Midas Man, of course, Brian Epstein, manager of the Beatles. But Jay Leno is going to play Ed Sullivan, and they did not say who's going to play Brian Epstein, but it's going to be interesting to see Jay Leno as Ed Sullivan. Sorry, on a remix show, here are the Beatles. We'll see what that's like. Jay Leno as Ed Sullivan in a documentary new movie called Midas Man, based on the story of Beatles manager Brian Epstein. Of course, he died in 1969 of an overdose. But Brian was the one who made the Beatles. And speaking of the Beatles, what, 2 more days on the Disney Plus channel, the new Get Back, restored, reproduced, clear. I mean, I've seen some of the previews of the clear picture and the stuff, the documentary while the Beatles were recording Let It Be and the infighting and all that stuff. I'm excited. I really am excited. It's a 3-day parter. Very, very good. All right, folks, NBC. According to NBC, folks, NBC News, nursing home. A nursing home out of Arizona, ladies and gentlemen, who 83 people in the nursing home died of COVID-19 in 2020, is still in business. They just changed the name of the nursing home. Now, we knew people were dying of COVID in 2020. We understood all that. But remember, we mentioned this many times on the show. How were they dying? They were in the nursing home. You couldn't visit them. You couldn't visit your loved ones. They couldn't visit you. You weren't allowed in. But this particular nursing home in Arizona, ladies and gentlemen, where 83 patients have died, they're still in business. All they did was change the name of the place to make it look like it was a new place. It's the same nursing home. That's suspicious that that's even allowed still. What the hell? 3 parts. Thank you, Albert. Starts tomorrow. That's right. And we know Pete Best's birthday today. Turns 80 years old. That's crazy, right, Kathy? All they did was change the name. That's suspicious, folks. Time for another That's Suspicious. According to BlazinPress.com, according to the UK, 4 times more people, vaccinated people, have died more than unvaccinated. Wow. This is crazy. They say bodies are building up. Now, you get stories from all over, so we don't know exactly what's true. Actually, this is from BlazinPress.com. I don't know what's a social media outlet of some sort, of course, but you hear rumors that there are people dying like crazy from the people that are vaccinated or that are not vaccinated. The story is just getting old to me. Supporting that this one of the vaccination, Wuhan, WUHAN, COVID-19, this is what they're dying from. 82%. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's definitely suspicious because we hear about this stuff all the time from people I know. I don't hear, you don't hear too much on regular social media or regular Main Street media, but I hear from people I knew that they got sick and blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's suspicious is right, folks. I don't know. Let's see. According to Mike North, Mike North, you got to love him, man. Remember, he was with the Score, and he was a sports guy that always tell it like it is. To me, he was a guy that told it like it is, and that's why I loved him. I used to listen to him. And now he's got a page, I think, in the Daily Herald. Anyway, but he's got his on his Twitter page. The population in 2000, in the year 2000, the population was 5,230 people in the Huntley area. In 2021, now it's 29,560. Now, this is in Huntley, Illinois. I remember when you were in Cicero, your family moved to Elmwood Park or they moved to Melrose Park. And then when things changed, they moved to Addison. And after they left Addison, they moved to Huntley. Well, in 2000, now get this, folks. In the year 2000, the population was 5,230 people in Huntley, Illinois, in the 2000s. In 2020, it's up 29,560 people, almost 115%. Now, Amazon confirms the inventory. They're spending $100 million in this town of Huntley, Illinois, saying it's one of the fastest growing towns in America. Huntley, Illinois. I love them and Chet Kopic. Oh, Chet Kopic was good. There are several strains of COVID-19. Yes, there is. It is, Donald. Like I said, I've had it, done with, won't get vaccinated. So that's just me. I know a lot of people that are just like me, and then there's a lot of people that don't want to say it, whatever it is. But to each his own, whatever it is. But isn't that weird? According to Huntley, like that, Huntley, Illinois? Wow. Oh, well, this is another that's suspicious, folks, here from, according to USA Today, the U.S. Is trying to bring in 50 million barrels of oil to help with the gas inflation. They're going into that reserve, pulling it out. So hopefully we'll bring our gas prices down because gas is just crazy. And Texas and California alone, $7, $6. It's nuts. Nuts. In the city, I think it's $4.50, $4.25 in the city of Chicago. Well, I don't know. My son just got back from Madison, West Madison, Wisconsin, because he's got in charge of working for Portillo's. He's opening the stores there, the new locations. He said gas was like $3.05 there in Madison. You're watching Ocean Spit, the little show about big things, folks. Christmas is right around the corner. Holidays are right around the corner. Birthdays, New Year's, whatever you're going to give gifts for. But you want a special gift that's going to be fantastic, folks? I'm going to tell you right here what it is. John Sirianni, a good friend of mine, put this package together called SteakSyndicate.com. You want to be a member of the Corleone Club? Well, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. SteakSyndicate.com. SteakSyndicate.com, folks. Very simple. Get the great steaks, fish, burgers, all your favorites, pork chops, hot dogs. Whatever you get in a regular restaurant when you go out, you can fit these fine quality meats. Now you go to SteakSyndicate.com. You get 25% off when you put in the promo code Tony Ocean. And not only get the 25% off the membership fee, but you get a free tomahawk steak. Folks, look at this. You want to get a gift to somebody new that maybe, what can I give this guy or this woman? Steaks, fish, burgers, pork chops, hot dogs, everything. SteakSyndicate.com. Promo code Tony Ocean. Get 25% off and a free tomahawk steak. No jokes, folks. SteakSyndicate.com. All right, folks. So with all this crazy stuff going on, and we're just always trying to get through the day with all this craziness. You know, you're getting news stories and old stories and what's going on with him and what's going on with that person. And every time you put the news on, you put anything on, it's always something that's crazy or bullshit. I don't know. We're trying to do our best to try to keep everybody informed with some different stuff and just talking about some good stuff as it is. Let's see what we got here, folks. Anything we already talked about Florida, folks. Hillbilly, of course, Leo can't make. We're trying to get him with the house over this week. All right, what else we got here, folks? All right, okay. Now, folks, you know, whatever side you're on when it comes to either Democrat or Republican, what other side you're on, I don't know. But we've talked about this, and we talked about the approval rate of our current president right now, Joe Biden. I think it's at like 38 or 39. and Kamala Harris, vice president, is a 28% approval rate. It's funny because what's weird about it is Dick Cheney, former vice president, shot a guy in the face on accidents, and his ratings were still higher than our vice president right now. So I'm just hoping they can fix some stuff up so we can keep going. And God, just crazy. I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here, folks. Antonio Brown, of course, the great NFL wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, folks, got caught with a fake vaccination card, which he bought from another teammate. Now, folks, you guys remember us growing up as kids. You're 17, you're 18, you're 19. That fake ID to get into the bars. You knew the minute this vaccination card was out, there's going to be people that are going to duplicate it, try to duplicate it, and get fake ones without actually getting the vaccine. Well, Antonio Brown, ladies and gentlemen, wide receiver of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, one of the weapons that Tom Brady uses this year in football, got caught with the fake vaccination card. And he's in some hot water right now. And, of course, he said he got it from a teammate. That means that guy's in hot water. And I don't know how many other people might have bought those vaccination cards. I mean, if you're going to take, it's like rolling the dice, folks. You get a little trouble with that. And I don't know. This is Antonio Brown. Hey, Joe Nask, I hope you're doing well. That's good for about 3 weeks. There are several. Yeah, there you go. Frosty's Christmas pop-ups. Did you see in 2019, there were these little stores, these banquet halls, or these abandoned buildings they turned into Christmas stops, like the Frosty one. You go there and it's all decorated real cool, and they have the drinks, and it's very nice. Me and my wife went in 2019. That was a lot of fun. I mean, we love anything Christmas, Geez, threw everyone under the bus, Antonio Brown. Yes, he did, Jerry Jams. We were going to have Leo Roth on today from Hillbilly Rockstars, but he could not get on the show as well. So we'll see if I can get him here on Friday to come live in person because we couldn't get Leo on. Jerry Jams is watching as well. Jerry will be with us, of course. Let's not forget December 8th, Ocean's Rat Pack show at Donnie G's in Elmwood Park. Bill Saratella's Frank, Elliot Winbush's Sammy, yours truly is Dean, and Jerry Jams doing his stuff. It's a dinner show, so it's going to be fun. That's Wednesday, December 8th. We're just looking at more and more stuff, folks. And now it's Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? You wake up every morning. It's Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? Well, it's very simple. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family. And so far, everybody's in good health. My mother-in-law, Dee, has got some problems, but she's still in good health, I'm grateful and thankful for having you guys watch the show. How many people do watch it? I'm thankful for everybody that comes out to my gigs and supports the Tony Ocean Show. I'm thankful for my friends and I have and associates, and acquaintances, and people that I work with for all these years. We're pretty blessed. And look, if we're watching the show right now, folks, or if you're out shopping, or if you're out going to local establishments, if you're out going to local restaurants and seeing live entertainment, you're blessed right there. You wake up in the morning, you are blessed. So that's what I'm thankful for. Jerry, what do you got here? Why? I don't understand. 2020, 600,000 cases with vaccinations. 2021, it exceeds 600,000. You know what? That is suspicious, Jerry. That is suspicious. And if you look now at the top of the screen, there it is. There it is. That's suspicious. Exactly what you said, Jerry Jams. Jerry Jams ran a great DJ in the Chicagoland area, does sound. Does a lot of work for the Tony Ocean Show. But here it is. There's one of his quotes here today, folks, if you're watching. What Jerry doesn't understand, and a lot of people don't understand, 2020, there was 600,000 cases without vaccinations. These are the people that had COVID. There was no vaccination. Now in 2021, it exceeds 600,000 people, and half of them are supposed to be vaccinated. That's suspicious. Tony Bisek, I was 13 when I got in my first bar. It was a strip club in Lyons. I play drums with the girls dance. No ID. Well, you know what? Now you're talking about Lions there, Tony Bisek of the band, the Meteors. It's Lions. It's like Stone Park, Manheim Road. You can get in. You need an ID or if whatever it is. Different times. But that's suspicious. Yes, it is. See, that's just crazy stuff, folks. But that's what I'm thankful for. I am thankful, man, that you guys do this stuff. It's really great. This is an incredible story, and this is not suspicious. This is just an incredible story, folks. And I love also promoting stuff that's cool. And this is weird in history. Rich Hamlin sent me this. Nathan Nearest Green. Nathan Nearest Green. He was a slave who taught Jack Daniels how to brew whiskey. Very cool. Got him a job in the vaccine, working with the distilled with the whiskey of Jack Daniels, and his ancestors and some of his relatives and ancestors still work for the Jack Daniels company. So thank you, Nathan Nearest Green was a slave, and he helped Jack Daniel, who was a real guy, brew this whiskey, and some of his ancestors and family is still working for the company today. So thank you to all the Jack Daniels fans, people out there. You need to thank Nathan Nearest Green. God bless you. I love stories like that. Love stories like that. Wow. Let's see what we got here. Some more stuff to talk about? Yeah, tons of stuff to talk about. I hope you guys are getting ready for Thanksgiving. I know everybody is here, folks. All right. How about this, according to USA Today? In Los Angeles, California, over 80 tons, 80 products, different stuff of products were robbed in California, Los Angeles. During the day, guys just walked in and just started putting the stuff in the shelves and the bags. Nobody did nothing. What could they do? The workers couldn't do nothing. The security guards couldn't do nothing. The police officers couldn't do nothing because their hands are tied. All this merchandise missing from Nordstrom's. Just walked in broad daylight. Emptied the shelves, start putting the stuff inside bags. I don't know, folks. And it's just the way this crazy world is going. And I have to bring this up again, folks. I have to bring up that suspicious again. You want to hear this, folks? That's suspicious. And this is going to be something that's going to blow all your minds away, whether you're Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you're vaccinated, whether you're not vaccinated. Listen to this. The state of New York City, folks, moves to allow 800,000 non-citizens to vote at the next election. That's suspicious. Can you tell me about that, folks? Can you tell me about that? New York City has moves to allow 800,000 non-citizens to vote. You got to be a citizen to vote. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's been, how can they change this? Becky Lee, that is suspicious and bad news. Here we go again, Peter Prado. More BS, more bullshit. That's why right here at the bottom of the screen, that's suspicious. It's bullshit too, right, Tony Bisek? Isabella Drake, how you doing, my dear friend? There you go, Jerry. To all these criminals now in 2020 and 2021, folks, every day is Black Friday. Every day, get the deals. You walk right in and go grab what you want. There's no protection anymore. What are the security guards going to do? I would hate that job. Now, there you go. That was great news. Kathy Apolito from California says, all three defendants found guilty in the Ahmaud artery. Yeah, well, there you go. That's good. Arbery, that's it. Arbery. That's why borders open. Welcome in. Michelle, how you doing, honey? Thanks for joining the show. Again, at the beginning of the show, Michelle, I said thank you to everybody that bought turkey dinners for the Needs Foundation. So I read off a bunch of names. And Michelle, I know you're one of them. So thank you so much for that, because you're delivering all the turkeys today. Cooked, ready. They're about $80, whatever it was, a dinner donated to people who really needed it. So that's so cool that you guys did that. Again, thank you so much. Speaking of Thanksgiving, folks, it's the 400th anniversary of Thanksgiving, with the story in 1620. The Pilgrims with the Indians had that dinner. You hear it's so different, bunch of different stories about it, but it's the 400th anniversary to Thanksgiving. So I like reading the History Channel and stuff, and finding that stuff and reading books and all that stuff. According to HuffPost.com, folks, another That's Suspicious. Dollar Tree stores now, everything in the store will be $1.25. I'm sure you heard about this already. The store is called the Dollar Tree. And there's the dollar store. Now, the dollar store, ladies and gentlemen, has always been $1. But the Dollar Tree, even when it first came out, it was always a little more. They had sold stuff that was a little bit more pricey. But now everything in the store, Dollar Tree, is going to be $1.25. Jerry Renda says supposedly so many police officers have been injured and killed because they have their hands tied. They're going to enforce protection for them now. Who's going to? Now, Richard Hamlin, they're going to have to change the name. It can't be called the Dollar Tree store anymore. It's got to be called the $1.25 store tree. Or maybe put the Dollar Tree and put something underneath it. Add 25 cents. I don't know. Change the name to the 10-bit store. There you go, Eric Todd. Change the name of Dollar Tree to the 10-bit store. Yeah. More stuff's going to be happening. You know that, folks. More stuff is going to be happening. And just part of this crazy world we live in. I don't know. At least we got some good stuff happening. We got, the holidays are here, and very cool. That's just crazy. We already talked about the unfortunate accident over there, fortunate event that happened in Wausau, Wisconsin with the Christmas parade. It's just crazy. We talked about that already. How about this one? This is another That's Suspicious, folks. Juliet Smollett, Smolett. She went as a fake lawyer, representing herself as a fake lawyer, stole $17 million with different people, saying that she was a lawyer. She wasn't. She was not a lawyer at all. She faked it, but she convinced people that she was a lawyer. She took this money from people. What is it with these? Going into the older people and people that I am a lawyer and I can help you, and you give them their money, you give them their trust, and what do? They end up robbing you, like Bernie Madoff. This guy even robbed from his own friends, his own family. There was no heart, there was no remorse, no nothing on this guy. He knew when he was talking to this lady that done business with him for so many years that he's robbing you blind while you guys are eating together at the house. Now, this lady here, Julie Smollett, being a fake lawyer. Wow. That means you can't trust anybody anymore, folks. They come to the house. You can't trust anybody anymore. I want to thank Greg Baroni for sending this in. If I don't get the vaccine, I am 100% protected against the vaccine side, other side effects. And if I don't get the vaccine, then I'm 99% chance of getting COVID. Of not getting COVID. So thank you, Greg, from Hinsdale, Illinois. You guys send me some good stuff, and we try to keep up and just try, we try to make a little peaceful afternoon and a peaceful hour. And it is what it is. I just want to know what you guys are thankful for here, everybody, on Thanksgiving with your family and friends. Again, we were supposed to have Leo Roth on, but he could not get on the show, folks. We are having problems with certain people that could get on the show and people that can't. Now, he said he tried from his phone, said he tried from on his laptop, and Leo Roth from the Hillbilly Rockstars. Great band in the Chicagoland area. Hopefully, I will get if Leo can maybe get him to the house this Friday, and we'll just have him next to us, and he'll maybe play a little bit, and we'll be a co-host. So, Leo, if you're listening, anybody that's listening for Leo Roth, Hillbilly Rockstars, couldn't get on the piece here. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things, folks. Again, we were talking about Trader Joe's yesterday. Now, remember when Trader Joe's came out? It was supposed to be all more nutritious stuff and vegan and, all that stuff. And people would go there. And the prices were a little bit more pricey, but people would go there. Now, in the last 3 weeks, they said the chicken patties were bad. And now yesterday, they just came out saying that their veggie rolls and their rice cauliflower and their baby spinach all's got lead in it. More lead than they should, the FDA will allow. And now they're recalling all this food at Trader Joe's. Wow. My mom goes to Trader Joe's. She hasn't been there in about a month. But now I got to tell her, hey, isn't that crazy? But you never know what you're getting anymore. You don't know. I mean, this happens just a whole bunch of thankful for family health, musicians being genuine, you and your fans. Thank you, Peter. They are. John Davey, happy Thanksgiving, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Ocean Spit, the little show about big things. And I love this quote. There is a place in hell. Definitely there's a place in hell, ladies and gentlemen, for people who hurt children and hurt animals. There's a place waiting for these people. And we hear about it in stories all the time. The sex trafficking and hurting and molestation to children. And priests been doing it for years. It gets swept underneath the table. And you hear about these stories. How about even in your own family, there was a father, there was an uncle, there was a grandfather. I hear stories all the time. Or even hurting animals. Buying dogs, babies. When they grow up, you can't take care of them. You throw them into a dumpster. Babies are thrown into dumpsters. We've been hearing these stories for years. What kind of person, man or woman, that can do that? Doing the deed. And after doing the deed, how do you live with it? Knowing that you had a child. Please remember, there's always something to be thankful for. Ron Shammer, thank you, Ron, for watching the show, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, my friend. Yeah, sickening hurting animals and kids. Robert says he has lead in his pencil. All right. Robert, congratulations to Cristino, your nephew or your grandson, playing hockey for the Park Ridge guys. I know he was in some tournament, so according to one of your posts. So I hope he did good, or I don't even know if that tournament's over, but my good buddy, I wish you the best. I wish him the best as well. We're talking about Rhino Ryan also, folks, my sound engineer and partner with the Tony Ocean Band. Of course, during Columbus Day Parade, one of the janitors went out, and Ryan, of course, doing what he does best, tried to fix it. His shoulder went out on him. So he's been in a lot of pain, folks, and he's got to get the surgery done on his arm. So he was supposed to go July 4th, but I guess he's going in July 13th to get the surgery done on his arm. We had dinner last night together. And so he's going to be out for the first 2-3 months in 2022. Definitely the first 2 months. They said he won't be able to do anything. So my thanks right now to Donnie DeMarco, Daryl Armstead, Jerry Jams Renda, Jeff Dubray, that are going to be filling in and helping out with the Tony Ocean Show. They're all great at what they do individually, and now they're joining with me, and we're waiting so Ryan can get healed up. So we're going to have some new faces, not new faces, but different faces. Sickening hurting animals. Yeah, Jerry, you were on the float. It was bad. We just picked up 2 new locations, folks. On the 30th of December, we're going to have some promo done with that coming shortly. We're going to be at Zaza's Cucina in Park Ridge. We just also picked up Doc's in Wakanda on New Year's Day, Saturday, January 1st with Jeff Dubray. Now, Doc's is a great place in Wakanda. I used to play there all the time years ago. And Michael used to own the place. And Michael passed away, and then the new owners and things happened, whatever it was. So I've not been there in many, many years. So we're going back there Saturday, January 1st, and we'll get some promo up on that. We're excited for the new Doc's. So it's going to be good. We said right on the water in Wakanda. It's a beautiful place. So we're excited about that. It's a lot of fun. What month are we in? We are in the month of November, Albert. Yes, prayers. Praying for Ryan. He's going to have the surgery January 13th. January 13th. I'm sure we're trying to get Ryan on the show. We can talk to him a little about it. So anyway, folks, tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and my wife is running around taking my mother-in-law Dee to the hospital again, just to check with the nurse and getting some more tests done, but she's doing well. So tomorrow we're going to be on the show for about 10 minutes, just saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody. So hope you can tune in. Again, thank you so much for watching the show today. We were supposed to have my good friend Leo Roth on, but we're going to try to get him on. And last but not least, Patriot Funding Incorporated right here, folks. Looking for that fast cash, unsecured credit lines. You call my good buddy Dave Antonelli at Patriot Funding Incorporated, commercial money lending, unsecured credit lines. Folks, personal term loans, program highlights, 3, 5 to 7 year terms, interest rates, 5 to 15%. Startups welcome up to $350,000 in funding. Client chooses best offer, 7 to 21 days for funding. Requirement 680 for FICO or FICO. Depends how you say it, pronounce it. 40,000 in personal gross income. Patriot Funding Incorporated, 630-675-4730. And again, folks, don't forget to go to the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. And tonight we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle, 7:30. Rhino Ryan, Jeff Dubray. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg. 8 o'clock showtime with Rhino Ryan. And Saturday, Tavern Division, man. We love playing there. Great food. Greg does an incredible job. He's got the pizza place right next door called The Joint, so you can have a little pizza on one side, come to the other side for some entertainment and some fine dining, along with Rhino and Tony Toto this Saturday. I wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to your family, to your friends, and we're just so lucky and so thoughtful. We're so blessed that we're able to do what we do, and it's very, very important to reach out to people if you're beefing with people. Thanksgiving now, man, is the time. Call them up, text them, make up some way of getting together and saying, hey, man, I'm sorry. Now, you may never be close friends again, but at least you feel better that you got that off your chest. And love your family, man. Love everybody. Anyway, folks, every show is brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. When you save more energy, you save more money. 630-345-2964. It's a busy today, man. We're running around trying to get stuff, last-minute stuff for Thanksgiving for tomorrow, because I'm working tonight, so I got to go running around doing some more shopping. But peace and love from the great words of Ringo Starr. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you can see the show on Twitter and YouTube. So please, guys, go to YouTube right there. Subscribe for YouTube. Please let people know about it. And then follow me on Twitter right there. You can see the show live on Facebook Live, Tony Ocean Show, on Twitter and on YouTube right now. So anyway, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. God bless. Now, tomorrow we'll be checking in just for a brief with my lovely wife, Laura. We'll say hello and happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. So make sure you just tune in for a little holiday cheer. We'll toast together for Thanksgiving. See you tonight, folks. God bless you, everybody. Nick Sahajas, take us out, my boy.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.